Hello and welcome to myEnglishAcademy.net. We are very honored to have you today. I will be your teacher. My name is Ricardo Canchola. I am originally from Mexico. I came to the United States many years ago as an international student. We've been talking about dreams and goals. One of my goals was to come to the US, learn how to speak English. I understood that learning English was going to be very important for me to be able to accomplish something in life, to be able to succeed, to be able to spread my message of education or goodwill or succeed in business. Today, English is a global language. And I am very honored that you are taking that first step to learn English in order for you to grow as a person and be able to accomplish more dreams. My first language was Spanish, of course. And, through education, I was able to accomplish and learn and get a degree in economics. So business has been my focus. But through the opportunity to bring technology and bring education to your homes, I've been focusing now more on accomplishing that goal and that dream. My objective to be able to come to your house and bring education. Now, Miles today, he's an actor and a director as well as a teacher. He is directing a play here in Orlando. He is not going to be here with us today, nor he will be next Wednesday, but he will be here next Tuesday. So today, I'm taking over his place, and that way we can continue the progress and the education that we all want to make sure you achieve in learning English. So today, we're going to have a couple of different things on this class. I'm going to push you a little bit into more challenging games and objectives. We will follow some of the process that you've been following with your teachers, but we together are going to learn some other things in taking this process into answering some questions of a test, like when you are preparing to go to college. That's one dream and objective of mine, that you eventually go to college, get a certificate, or get a degree. So that way you can advance and bring and prosper, bring better quality of life to your family, to yourself, through communication, through education. So that is my goal for you, and hopefully your goal is, to learn English and grow in your life. So one of the things that I will do, you are not going to have some of these exercises in your book, but we are going to do them together. And one of the things that I would like to do here is, I'm going to go here, I'm going to have a seat for a moment. And because you are not going to have this on your book, I'm just going to place it on the screen and we're going to work on it together, okay? So give me 1 second. There is something that I've been noticing as I assist you to do some of your work and sign in. So one of the things I will do is online navigation and how to go into online and use some of the tools that we have on My English Academy and inside the book My English Lab. So I will play a video that you will follow with me. So if you can move the camera here with me, if you do a close-up, make sure we are in the right place. We are going to watch a video together. Zoom in into the video, please.
Computer literacy. Topic 7. Online navigation. When you work on a computer, you often need to go online. To go online, open a browser window, such as Firefox, Safari, Internet Explorer, or Google Chrome. This is your browser. The browser is how you get around or navigate online. These are the navigation icons. You use the navigation icons to move from one screen or page to another online. The back arrow takes you back one screen. Click on the back arrow. The forward arrow takes you forward one screen. Click on the forward arrow. The refresh arrow is special. It reloads the screen you are on. Click on the refresh arrow. The screen is the same, but the information may be new. This icon is the home icon. If you click on your browser's home icon, you will go to the browser home page. Some programs also use the home icon. If you click on the home icon in My English Lab, you will go to the home page of the program. In many online programs, you don't need to use the browser's navigation icons. The program has its own navigation icons or buttons. These are often at the top of the screen or at the bottom of the screen. When you want to keep working in the same program, use the program's navigation icons. Don't use the browser icons. In this video, you learned about moving from one screen to another online. You learned about these navigation icons in your browser: back, forward, refresh, and home.
Very good, very good. Those are some of the terms that I thought it was important for you to get familiar with. The reason being is when you have an issue with your computer, many times the computer may freeze. You cannot see me moving, or you cannot hear me talk anymore, or one of the teachers. So if we tell you refresh your screen, you'll be able to start over from the beginning, and the computer and your screen refreshes. So that is very important for you to learn how to accomplish that. Another problem that I have noticed when I've been helping people sign in is to go to the address bar. The address bar where you will find www.myenglishacademy.net. That is the address bar. For that reason, I wanted to record this information for you to get familiar with the process of navigating your computer. I'm going to do a couple of things on the computer to see also how familiar you are with some of the terms for the computer. Because as you know, I'm working every day on computers, and being able to communicate with you, I want to make sure you are able to understand the same words that we are talking about when we're talking technology, when we are talking computers. So one of the things that I will present here on the screen is, again, the flashcards about the computer and browsing. So right here, I will play the audio.
Browser.
Here is your browser, My English Lab, okay? If I flip that, this is how you read it. Repeat the word as the computer tells you the word.
Browser.
Next.
Navigation icons.
Can you say that?
Navigation icons.
One more time. It's a big word, so let's play one more time.
Navigation icons.
Again. These are the icons that you can go back, you can go forward, you can refresh, and you will see this symbol of refresh also inside our digital channel. So that is a big helper for you to refresh your screen.
Back. Back. Back.
B-A-C-K. Back.
Forward. Forward.
This word was very tricky for me when I was learning English. Forward, because the spelling, is not something that you traditionally write in Spanish.
Refresh. Refresh.
Refresh. Refresh. That is when your computer freezes or something happens, refresh.
Home. Home.
And of course, that's a little house, home. Can you spell home? H-O-M-E.
Home.
Very good. So we are going to complete this task. And I'm not going to spend too much time on all the computer technology terms, but it's important for you because it's part of your education in English. But I'm not going to go, as you can see, it's a big program that we can spend very long time just talking about computers. One thing that I will do is talk about the computer and learn about some of the terms, because when we talk about desktop, iPad, tablet, we just want to make sure, and I'm very sure you're very familiar with these terms, but I just want to make sure that we refresh and learn how to write them. We can hear them. So let's pay attention to some of these flashcards about the computers. Let's zoom in into the screen.
Desktop computer.
Desktop computer.
Desktop computer.
And if you look at the computer, it is sitting on a desk, on top of a desk. So that is a desktop computer because it's sitting on a desk. So that's a word that comes together, and it basically makes sense because it's a computer that stays on top of the desk.
Keyboard. Keyboard. Keyboard.
Keyboard. Can you think of another keys? What else out there uses keys? When you're playing the piano, you're playing the keys, right? So that is another one. This is a keyboard where you are going to type your letters, to create words, to create sentences. Then you can eventually write a book. We will be very happy if someday you can write a book or a screenplay, something fun. A screenplay is writing a movie. So you write a script. That is something that Miles does. He writes plays for theater. So that is one of his skills and traits. So maybe eventually you will get motivated to write your own story. Everyone has a story to tell. So maybe your story is very interesting. We want to hear it. So maybe you are going to write the story using your keyboard and your computer. Let's go back here on the screen. And we're going to zoom into that. Make sure we are right in focus so you can see it. Now let's listen to it.
Monitor. Monitor.
Let's see the spelling.
Monitor.
Monitor. You know what is this little friend? I know the cats like to eat it.
Mouse.
It's a mouse.
Mouse.
See the little tail here? It looks like a mouse, right? Let's see how it spells and let's listen.
Mouse. Printer. Printer. Printer.
So with the printer, when you finish writing your book or your screenplay, you're gonna print that. You're gonna put the paper on the printer and you're gonna send your document and you are going to print your book. So that would be my goal, to see you write a book. Now this one right here, you know, as you can see, we have plenty of these sitting on the table.
Laptop computer. Laptop computer.
And it spells
Laptop computer.
L-A-P-T-O-P, computer. So differently from the desktop computer, the laptop computer you will carry everywhere with you. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Screen.
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 Now, previously we saw the other one that was the monitor. Monitor is the whole thing. Screen is just the front part of the monitor.
Screen.
And again, a lot of you probably are very familiar with these terms, but you know, when I am assisting you on logging in to your class and doing certain movements on your computer, I want to make sure we are all in the same page. If I tell you, move your mouse, look at your browser, print a document, I want to make sure we all understand these terms are very important to communicate. And that is part of your success, being able to communicate.
Tablet.
Tablet.
Tablet. Tablet. Touchpad. touchpad.
Touchpad. So on this right here, you use this part right here instead of a mouse. Is the touchpad. Okay?
Touchscreen. Touchscreen.
Touchscreen. A lot of the new computers now, you are able to use it with the mouse, with the pad, or you can use it touching the screen and go and move with your finger where you want to go. You give the command to the computer touching the screen. And last one.
Power button. Power button.
Power button. And that is where you turn on and turn off your computer. Okay? Very good. How did we do with this information? Were you familiar with these terms? Is this just a review so you get used to hearing the pronunciation? Let me go to something that you will need. That we haven't covered, because we want to teach you in a real life experience. So we don't want to give you a mechanical order of things. So, but I want to mix it a little bit, and I'm going to go into the months of the year, because that is something that will follow into the test that we are going to fill out together. Let me see. So I think is let's go shopping. Is that one? No. Let me see where I put it. Family and friends. Okay, it's under family and friends. Now, you do not have this book right now. This is future intro. And intro is a short for introduction. So this is something that we as a teachers have as a resource to complement some of the education that you are receiving. So in this case, I want to share with you the months. So I am on the, I'm actually on the teacher's view because you don't have this program. What I would like to do is, I'll draw them on the board, but since I have it on the screen as well, we're just going to zoom in into the screen right here. Let me make sure I'm monitoring the screen also to make sure that you are looking at this clearly. Is that all the zoom you have? Okay. Very good. So the first month of the year is January. J-A-N-U-A-R-Y. January. You might want to write this down on a piece of paper, because remember, learning English, you have to listen, you have to see it, you have to write it, you have to speak it. So you have to do all this in order for it to get embedded in your head. All right? So January, J-A-N-U-A-R-Y. Number 2, the second month of the year is February. F-E-B-R-U-A-R-Y. Say it at home. Excuse me. One of the technical issues, sometimes the computer have a mind of their own. Third month of the year, March. M A R C H. Fourth month of the year, April. A P R I L. And I was one of the letters that always gave me a lot of trouble when I was learning English, because I, E, it always got me confused. We'll get into that in a moment. The fifth month of the year is May, M-A-Y. Sixth month of the year, June, J-U-N-E. Seventh month of the year, July, J-U-L-Y. Eighth month of the year, August, A-U-G-U-S-T. Ninth month of the year, September, S-E-P-T-E-M-B-E-R. Try to write them down and say it out loud. No, the 10th month of the year is October. And notice how I am using the 10th, the 9th, because at the end of the number, there is a T and an H that come along. So that will be the 10th, okay? October, O-C-T-O-B-E-R. 11th month of the year, November, N-O-V. See the difference between B and V? So it's kind of close your lips. That was very difficult for me also learning English, because being Hispanic, you pronounce really hard some of the letters. So V, E, M, B, E, R. Finally, the 12th month of the year, December. D, E, C, E, M, B, E, R. Pretty good. Make sure you write those down. You're going to need them for the rest of your life, because they will come over and over again. Excellent. How did you do with that? All right, let's see, where are we going to go next? Let's see, we're doing with time. Very good. Anybody have any questions? Everybody good? You know the months of the year now? Okay, let's move on. We are going to go to Unit 2 on your book. So you will follow me here. I'm going to go to your book now. And we are going to go to Unit 2, A Hard Day's Work. I will point it out in a moment. And talk about where you work. So again, we're going to go to your book. Again, you see all these different accounts is because we have a teacher access to all the books, all the courses. But you are on Future 1. We are starting week 2. So we are in Unit 2, A Hard Day's Work. And here we are going to go to listening and speaking. Talk about where you work. Do you have a job? Perhaps you are just a student. Perhaps that is your job. So let's find out what we can learn about this lesson. So here we are going to have a conversation that we are going to listen. Pay attention because there will be, I'm going to go to switch to student view so we don't have the answers. So we can do the answers together. Listen and pay attention.
What do you do?
I'm a nurse.
Really? Where do you work?
I work at a school on Main Street. I'm a school nurse.
Oh, that's interesting. What about you, Pierre?
I work at a school too.
Oh? Are you a teacher?
No, I'm a student.
That's not a job, Pierre.
Oh, yes, it is. It's a hard job.
Aha! So Pierre is a student, but he considers being a student a hard job. What do you think? Is being a student a hard work? It requires a lot of effort, a lot of energy to be a student. Let's see, we have a question here. Okay, the letters of, can you try to focus better on the screen? A little bit, zoom into the screen. Make sure they are in focus. We're gonna zoom in all the way. There we go. I think I see them pretty well. Make sure they are in focus. Make sure they are all in red. All right. How's that? Can you see them better? Perfect. So sometimes we have to make sure we zoom in the camera all the way. Yes, but I want to make sure they follow me here, okay? All right, let's listen to the conversation and then we completed the assignment. Pay attention again, because then on your book you are going to complete all these assignments.
What do you do?
I'm a nurse.
Really? Where do you work?
I work at a school on Main Street. I'm a school nurse.
Oh, that's interesting. What about you, Pierre?
I work at a school too.
Oh? Are you a teacher?
No, I'm a student.
That's not a job, Pierre.
Oh, yes, it is. It's a hard job.
It's a hard job. Okay, so we are going to answer this together, one question at a time. So the first one, let's play for a second.
What do you do?
I'm a
What do you do? That is a question. So in order to complete this, we have to find the right word. What do you do? We're gonna click on it and we're gonna bring it down as Dora is asking the question. Zoom in as much as you can on that. Okay, so they can read that. What do you do, Dora? And then we have, I am a nurse. I'm a nurse. All right, so let's play here. I know what is the next one.
nurse.
Really? Where?
I am a nurse. And you learn that a nurse goes before the consonant. If you were having an E or a vowel like electrician, you will use, as you saw in a previous class, an, a, an electrician. I am an electrician. But in this case, because we have a consonant N, is the letter A by itself. So Miriam answers to Dora, I am a nurse. All right, I forgot what is next, so let's play. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit.
Really? Where do you work?
Really? That is like expression and question. So she's like surprised. Really? Where do you work? So we bring it down here. And let's look, what will it make sense to be the next one? So let's go up here and try to figure out without listening to the audio. Dora, really, where do you work? So the answer will be maybe a hospital, maybe school nurse. Oh, look at this. I work at a school on Main Street. I am a school nurse. So let's see if we are right. Let's see if you got that right.
I work at a school on Main Street. I'm a school nurse.
Oh,
So you got that right. Good job. So we're gonna grab the dialogue and place it in the right place. Dora, continue.
oh, that's interesting. What?
Oh, that's interesting. What about you, Pierre? Let's finish.
What about you, Pierre?
I work at a school too.
All right. So Dora says, oh, that is interesting. What about you, Pierre? I work at a school too. So you following how the drag, this is drag and drop. This is called, you are dragging the text or the dialogue, and dragging means you bringing it down and then you drop. Okay? So that is called drag and drop. Okay, so we're almost done with this. Let's finish it up.
Oh, are you a teacher?
No, I'm a student.
Oh, are you a teacher? Again, we were looking at the lesson yesterday about are you a teacher? You wouldn't say, are you an teacher? You wouldn't say that, correct? So, because this is a consonant, it's not a vowel. So it's, are you a teacher? Question mark. And then Pierre answers, no, I'm a student. All right, so let's finishing. Oh, I moved the dialogue, so let's just move it forward and finish the last one.
That's not a job, Pierre.
Oh, yes, it is. It's a hard job.
All right, so there you go. You have all the answers. We have completed. How did you do? Were you able to follow the dialogue? Were you able to follow the conversation? The dialogue is the same as the conversation. Were you able to follow the conversation? You are free to tell me yes or no. Very good. So we are going to close this exercise and hopefully you did excellent. Here, great job, Victor. Now, This is going to be part of your homework. You're going to go into this segment and listening and speaking, talk about where you work. And we just finished the same dialogue. So this is what I want you to do. You're going to listen. What do? You're going to press record and then you play it back so you can hear yourself. Try to pronounce as close as possible as the teacher. Okay? So that is going to be your assignment. So we can surprise our friends and family on how well and how much progress you are making on this course. Very good. So that is your homework, okay? Now let's see what we have at stake here. Let's see. We did the online navigation. There is something that, oh, I'm going to save the task for last. Okay, so what we are going to do right now, we're going to practice, we're going to go shopping. I know you know that word. If there is a word everybody knows is shopping. Everybody loves to go shopping. But what we're going to do when we learn on how to go shopping, we are going to learn some colors as well. So let me go find, we're going to go shopping, and that is going to be on the intro, which you don't have, so we are going to work together. I'm going to need your help. Let's go shopping. We are going to learn vocabulary, clothes, and shoes, flashcards. So let's try that. Let's go over here on the screen. It's a little bit dark and we are not going to be able to see the colors quite right. Let me see something here because the colors are not showing good. So that is a surprise to me. Menu, and let's change the color a little bit. So I'm going to go down. Let's change the color. Aha. Now we are getting colors, and the color in this case is red. Let me see how it looks on the screen here. Aha. Perfect. If we're going to learn about colors, of course we have to see the colors. Don't you agree? Perfect. All right. Do you know what this is? Well, let's find out.
A t-shirt. A t-shirt. A t-shirt.
Let's go to the next.
A skirt. A skirt.
This is something, of course, the ladies would wear.
A dress. A dress.
Can you tell me what color is that dress?
A dress.
It is a beautiful dress. Aha, let's figure out what are these things.
Jeans.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I guess the color on the screen is a little bit off, but yes, we call it black. It's okay, Victor.
Jeans.
You know how to spell jeans? Let's look it up.
Jeans. A jacket. A jacket.
I am wearing a black jacket because right now in Florida is very, very, very cold. Florida is called the sunny state. Normally, it's very warm. In the summer, it is very warm. But right now, everywhere in the United States is very, very cold. Parts of the north are freezing. Here in Florida, it's very cold, but we are lucky that it's still a little warmer than the north. So, still, I need my jacket. Do you have a jacket right now? Are you wearing a jacket? Are you wearing a sweater? Or are you on your pajamas taking the class? Who knows? Only you. Okay, let's see that. Let's zoom in so we can see the words.
A blouse. A blouse.
Do you see the difference? A blouse is for the ladies. A t-shirt is something that both girls, boys could wear, a t-shirt. But a blouse is normally something a lady will wear. Oh, let's see. This look like something that, okay, no, they look pretty clean. Seems like they washed them.
Socks. Socks. Socks.
Oh, these are fancy.
Shoes. Shoes.
Very beautiful shoes.
A shirt. A shirt.
Did you notice the difference? This one right here on top is a T-shirt. This one over here is just a shirt. So there's the difference. See how this one has long sleeves? Long sleeves. It covers your arms. This one here is short. So your arms are exposed. This is something you would like to wear when you go for a job interview. This is something you want to wear when you go jogging or you go to the beach.
A sweater. A sweater.
I'm sure a lot of people are wearing sweaters and jackets right now.
Pants. Pants. Pants.
Over here, do you see the difference between pants and jeans? Pants are of different material than the jeans. The jeans are by themselves kind of their own name recognition branded material, jeans. Pants can go for any materials. I'm not going to go into that, but if you are wearing some business pants, they can sometimes be called slacks as well.
Sneakers. 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 Sneakers.
Sometimes sneakers are also called tennis. Tennis shoes. Because people play tennis, the sport, tennis shoes, or they also call sneakers. So there are a couple of different ways that you recognize sneakers or tennis shoes. Of course, probably these are not the the sneakers you will wear for to play tennis, but this is something that people refer to as tennis shoes as well. Very good. So we finished those flashcards, and probably you know a lot of those. Oh, sorry. There we go. Little technical difficulty. I have way too many screens open, and sometimes that creates a problem. All right, now, as we go to the mall and learn about how to go shopping, which I'm sure that comes very natural, let me go to these different flashcards. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. Yeah, let's go back to this one here. All right, let's focus over here on the screen. I'm gonna go to student view. We are going to listen to our conversation, and we will work on the answers together because you don't have this on your book. So go closer to the screen so they can read as well as listen. But I want to make sure everyone can read this text right here and see a little bit of the shirt. It's okay, that's good. Very good. Let's play and listen.
Can I help you?
Do you have this shirt in a large?
Yes. Here you go.
Do you have these pants in a size 12?
No, I'm sorry. We don't.
All right, let's play it again. If you can move, pan the camera a little bit so we can see a little bit of this shirt. Open up a little bit and you will see that it has a tag right here. This is called a tag, and it has the L. So on the L, that means it is a large size. So let's play this again.
Can I help you?
Do you have this shirt in a large?
Yes. Here you go.
Do you have these pants in a size 12?
No, I'm sorry. We don't.
Okay, so B, we're gonna go right here. Do you have this shirt or sweater? Okay, so clearly that is a shirt. Yes, here you go. Do you have this jeans or pants? Here refer to pants in a size 12. No, I am sorry, we don't. And you have work on the negative. No, I am or I'm. So that is a contraction. You have a no, a negative. Then you have the contraction of I am, I'm sorry. We don't. So again, we do not. We don't. So again, that is part of how you are building conversations. That is the way that you are learning vocabulary. And as you increase your vocabulary, you'll be able to hold and understand more conversations. Speak to yourself. You know, your best company is yourself. So if you have no one to practice with on how to speak English, talk to yourself. Nobody's going to say you're crazy, even if you are doing it quietly. Talk to yourself. Talk and think in English. Don't try to translate from your native language to English. That is a mistake. Try to think in English. So if you go and I say, can I help you? Make sure you start speaking and thinking in English. Don't try to think in Spanish first, or Russian first, or Portuguese first. Think in English. Later on, it's very interesting when you start actually dreaming, having dreams as you sleep. You will start dreaming in English, and you will go like, wow, I am dreaming in English. That's when you are like, this is amazing. I am finally getting to that level that I can master both languages. So don't translate from your own language. Think in English. All right, so let's move along. As we did this exercise, I'm gonna challenge you now, since we are getting close. You know, we have about 20 minutes here. I'm gonna do something very interesting, and it's gonna be a challenge. It's going to be a test that we are going to work together. Normally, before you start this course, that is something that you will do. So let me go 1 second here. I have to go to Future 1. I'm going to go to the CASAS prep test. And prep is short for preparation. Reading test. Let's try that. All right. One thing, as you prepare to go to college, or if you are preparing to take the TOEFL test, or you are going to take, you know, the TOEFL test is for students that are coming from another country and they want to come and study in the US. They need to take a test in order for them to be accepted in the college or university. They had to have proficiency that they can manage the courses that they're taking. So the other option that people have is to take in the GED, which is the General Education Diploma. So if you didn't get to graduate, or if some people didn't graduate from high school, they can take a GED. So I'm going to give you a little bit of insight on how to prepare, on how to take a test. So we're going to do this together, okay? I'm going to put it into the, I don't want to give you the answers, so I'm going to switch it to a student view. So we work on the answer. Here, let's zoom in, and it will tell us, make sure it's all in focus here, make sure it's all balanced in the center. So move the camera down, open up a little bit. Perfect. So what it says right here is, look at the pictures, read the questions, click on the correct answers. All right, so let's have some fun. On a test, what you want to do first is, before you get into here, read the question before you read the problem or you look at the problem. So now when you look at the problem, you are focusing, looking for the answer. So that will speed up the process of you taking a test, because many tests are time sensitive. They only give you an hour, 20 minutes. So working fast, I'm going to teach you how to do that. How much money is this? So now we know, we need to know how much money is in here. This is right here. Let's zoom, bring the camera up. $20 bill. There is another $20 bill. There is a $10 bill. There is a $5 bill. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 $1 bills. So that will add 20 plus 20, $40, plus 10, 50, plus 5, 55, 56, 57, 58, $59. So now we know that in our answer right here down below, we are looking for $59, correct? Now we're gonna count the coins. This right here is a quarter, 25 cents. This right here is a dime, 10 cents of a dollar. And this little here with Abraham Lincoln face is a penny. So now we know that we have $59 in dollar bills, and we have 25, 35, 36 cents. So the right answer is 59.36 cents. Very good. I'm sure you got that right. Let's look at the next one. Now I'm going to reduce the screen here because I want to make sure I can see the whole thing. How much are 4 bags of potatoes? How much are 4 bags of potatoes? Okay, so we need to figure out in our receipt. This is a grocery receipt. So in our question, it's talking about potatoes. So we don't have to read about avocados, pineapples, potatoes. We are only going to focus our attention to answer about potatoes. So 1 bag, 4 bags for $2. So how much are 4 bags of potatoes? If each bag is 50 cents, if you multiply 50 cents times 4, that is $2. So the correct answer is $2. Now the question here on number 3 is, what does this sign means? Do not enter. Do not enter. Does it mean do not park here? Slow down. Let other cars go first. You can't enter here. Children are crossing. Be careful. Obviously, this is self-explanatory, very easy. You cannot enter here. You can't. Contraction, negative. You cannot. You are not permitted to come here. Very good. Good job. Now, again, we are going to have a tricky one here. What is the best deal? We went shopping early. Remember we went shopping? So now we are looking for the best deal. What is the best deal? Let's look at the jeans. The regular price are $40. Now they are $20. So if you subtract $40 minus 20, so the deal is $20. Skirt, again, this is a short skirt. The regular price is $30, now is $24. So you are saving $6. So this one has a better deal because we are looking for the best deal. A sweater right now that is cold is $65, the regular price, now is $20. So if you have $65, and now it's $20, you are saving $45. So I think I would say that is probably the best deal because these are only a few dollars. So I don't want to concentrate on the small items because I can clearly see that my answer will be the sweater. So what is the best deal? it will be the sweater. When you are taking a test, you're going to be taking practice test. So look for the obvious answer. What pops to you that will save you time to avoid reading extra? They call it clutter, when it's too much information. We want to avoid that. Let's look at this. What time is Howard's appointment scheduled for? What time is Howard's appointment scheduled for? So what we will do here is we are going to avoid the unnecessary things. So number one, without looking at this right here, what time? So time means time, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So we are going to skip Thursday because that is not time, that is a date. That is a day of the week. 7:24, that is a date. And finally, we have a telephone number. So telephone number doesn't relate to time. So without even looking at this piece of information, I know that his answer will be 2:50 p.m. All right? And that's even without looking at that little chart. Now, what is Judy's birthday? That's a question. What is her birthday? In Spanish, I know, and I'm not sure in other cultures, the month goes after the date. In this case, in the US, in the United States, the month comes first. So first will be the 4th month. So if we look over here on this section right here, what is our 4th month? We look at the months, right? January, February, March, April. April. So Judy's birthday is in April. So by looking at this right here, I know the answer immediately. It is April 2nd, 1995. Because March, it will be 3. February, it would be the 2nd. May is the 5th month of the year. Okay? Perfect. All right. So we're going to go to the next one. We still have a few minutes here. Again, this is some information. This information is very important for you to retain because eventually you are going to take a test to go to school, or even some jobs now are requiring for you to take a test. Many of the new jobs require that you take the test online. So all these computer skills that you are learning, all the tricks in order for you to find the correct answer are very important for you, not just only on the process of learning English, but life skills, how to apply this information. Let's take a look at here. Number 7, who should not take this medicine? Who shouldn't take this medicine? All right. So clearly here, who shouldn't? They cannot take the medicine. You have the options: children 12 years of age or under, adults only, children older than 12 years of age, and the other one is children 12 years of age and adults. So clearly here we can see the warning when you are taking medicine. Is very important that you take a look at this. Number one, you don't want to self-prescribe medicine. Make sure the doctor tells you who can take the medicine. You don't want to go buy medicine by yourself. Make sure a doctor prescribes the medicine for you. But clearly here is warnings. Make sure you read that. Also, always take a look at the expiration date. Make sure the medicine is still current. Make sure it hasn't gone bad. So the warning here for the answer is not for children 12 years of age or under. So if you are 12 years of age or under, meaning 11, 10, 9, or babies, infants, they cannot take this medicine. All right? Are you following along? Is everything doing okay? Now, this is actually an interesting one because it's something that everybody needs. What is included in this apartment? So sometimes you will have to go and rent an apartment or a house. So you want to see the information on the advertising for the houses you're looking for. What is included in this apartment? A dining room, a washer and dryer, utilities. Utilities are water, maybe the electric cable, quiet kitchen. I guess if you don't cook, the kitchen will be quiet. All right, so the apartment for rent on a quiet street. Quiet street. It's no quiet kitchen, right? It's a quiet street. This means there's no noise. It's quiet. Beautiful, renovated. Okay. Util, U-T-I-L, is short for utilities. Beautifully renovated apartment in the quiet east side of downtown. 2 bedrooms. This BR, 2BR, is short for bedrooms. 1 bathroom. 1BA is bedrooms. LR, large, with balcony that overlooks the courtyard. Large room with balcony that overlooks the courtyard. Utilities included, washer and dryer, W / is the line that goes upwards. / D, washer and dryer, not included. So what is included in this apartment? Utilities included. Okay? And let's do one more. I think we have time for one more, because this one is very important. If you are looking at your job, what does Brenda do at 11 a.m.? So Brenda, this is her time card, her schedule, her job schedule. These are the times she needs to work. These are the times she needs to take a break. So what does Brenda do at 11 a.m.? All right. So what would you do normally at 11 a.m.? Well, evidently Brenda every day is taking lunch. She eats lunch. I think we can do this one right here. And again, you see this? If you try to decipher if you try to read all this information when you are taking a test, you are going to run out of time, just like I am running out of time. But I want to make sure that I can give you the shortcut on how to answer a test faster. So the question is, what kind of work is Fatima interested in? And I'm going to browse really quick. And this schedule right here doesn't tell me what kind of work she is interested in. Her personal information right here, name, zip code, telephone, is not going to tell me what kind of work is Fatima interested in. But there is a question right here. Are you interested in full-time or part-time? So are you interested, is she interested in working maybe 32 hours a week? Maybe 40 hours a week? A full-time job, depending on the company, is considered 30 to 40 hours a week. Okay? A part-time job, that is something that perhaps you are going to go maybe 1 or 2 days a week, maybe 16 hours, maybe 24 hours a week. So clearly the answer is, are you interested in full-time, question mark, or part-time? And her check mark is for a full-time. All right, and before we wrap it up, I'm going to do one challenge. This one is very challenging. Let's do it really quick. Where is the parking lot? All right, so in the map, we are going to look at the parking lot. Where is the parking lot? On Cherry Street? Well, I can see Cherry Street. The parking lot is not on Cherry Street. Across from the mall, on the corner of Apple Street and State Avenue. Apple Street, State Avenue, this is the corner of Apple Street, and there is the parking lot. Between the mall and the hospital. This is the mall, this is the hospital. If it's in between, it will be right here. But our correct answer is across from the mall. So the mall is right here, is across the mall. Across the street. Across the mall. Across the street. So if you walk across the street, that's your answer. Well, we ran out of time. I wish I could have given you a little bit more extra insights on how to answer a test when you are preparing to take your TOEFL, if you are preparing to go to college, apply for a job. Look for those clues that will save you time when you are taking a test. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Enid will be here on Saturday and Monday, and Miles will be back on Tuesday. Thank you very much, and have a beautiful day.